What's going on, friends? Got some hot news from the Meta camp, and they're canceling a couple of their devices. So everybody's favorite company to hate, Meta, has decided to focus in on a single AR VR product, the Meta Quest 3, and they've canceled the Quest Pro and the Quest Pro 2. Now, let's take a look at what this looks like. So, this is their next generation headset, and they've canceled 2 iterations of the hardware. Why did they do that? I'm betting it's because Apple came out with their absolutely beautiful headset, the Vision Pro, and they knew that they just couldn't compete with that. Mark saw that and knew that his attempts to own the market before Apple stepped into it was a fail. And as soon as they released their headsets, he canceled these 2. Prior to that, most other VR headset manufacturers either canceled their consumer products or doubled down on their commercial products. I know Microsoft laid off a bunch of people from their HoloLens team, and Google closed down Stadia, their gaming platform. I do know that Google is spooling up an AR mixed media platform. I'm not quite sure the name of it, but it doesn't matter. Apple's in the game, and they're going to own the arena and the match, and they're going to set the bar so high with software that everybody else will be playing catch up for the foreseeable future. What does Apple need to do in order to own this market? First thing they need to do is they need to have a killer application at headset launch. What does that mean? That means that they've got to have the app that makes you go, oh shit, I need this headset. They don't have that yet. What will that app be? My best bet is that app is going to be like a co-location virtual teleporter where you put the headset on and then your mom is sitting right next to you as if she's in the room in a chair. She's not an avatar. She's not a fake anything. She's like right there in a chair. You take it off, she's gone. You put it there, she's there. And with the spatial audio, she'll sound like she's there. You're going to move your head around, she's going to sound like she's over there. That is the killer app that they need. And what does that look like? Like, how would that work? Probably something like you would put the headset on and then you would click a button, maybe hit the crown on it, the digital crown, and maybe it would take the geometry of your room. Then other person would obviously need to have a headset as well. They would have been scanned, right? And because of all those cameras, it's going to know what the person is doing, whether they're standing, whether they're sitting. Maybe you have to scan your environment first. I don't know. Maybe it's that in conjunction with a phone so that it knows what the environment looks like. Here's the thing to keep in mind about Apple. The way that their devices talk to each other is absolutely seamless. The camera on my iPhone is seamlessly picked up by my laptop and seen as a continuity camera. You can just pick it up. I'm going to guess that if you've got an Apple Watch, there's some continuity functionality on there. I'm going to also bet on that Vision Pro, there's going to be a bunch of continuity, and then also just with a laptop, a bunch of continuity, whether it's microphones or cameras or sensors, right? And these devices automatically bind and create these ad hoc networks when they're around each other. So for that killer app, all the technology's there. It's just waiting for somebody to build it. And Apple is probably building it. They've provided the dev kits to the developers. So I think today is the first day if you're a developer, you can get hands-on with the device. I know that Unity has just released their dev kit for the headset. So that's another avenue for people to get in there and start working on it. I myself, I've done some Unreal development. I haven't done any Unity development. I did probably 60 to 80 hours of Unreal, maybe 100 of Unreal 5 development. Really fun, really quick and easy build using all of the Quixel assets, and those really 4K and 8K landscapes are just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, wow. So while Meta may have stepped away from 3 headsets down to 1, makes sense, they've been actually absolutely killing it with their open source large language models. One of the things I said when I was there was that the way to get the hearts and minds of the public is to go open source, because that's where all the innovation happens. Glad to see that they're listening to the people that are doing the things. They listen. They definitely do. All right. What's next? Yeah, they've been crushing it with the large language models. Stable Diffusion is continuing to truck along and develop. Midjourney is also developing. Video, text to video. I've been playing around with that, and I might include some of that here. Interesting stuff. Very interesting. It's gonna take a while to get there, but it will get there. And I think with some compositing and some tweaking, might have some nice stuff. Might have like a 15 or a 30-second little blip to show. So yeah, all right. So what was this? This was, the big news was that Meta canceled 2 headsets, probably because of rival Apple's headset. And now Apple is getting into the chat and the GPT game as well. And they're gonna leverage their knowledge of AI with Siri to get out into the public. They've been very hesitant to expose the public to that aspect of their technology, simply I would think for liability reasons. You know, it's a lot of liability, there's a lot of risk, there's a lot of concern that goes along with that. And while OpenAI definitely pushed things forward, there is concern that it may have been too soon. I have been using all of the platforms, and Google Bard, I had a really strange experience with Google Bard. It actually lied to me about how it was going to deliver the work. Here's the story. I asked it if I could here's the story. I asked Bard if I could get it to read 3 PDFs and then provide me with an optimized version, incorporating the best of both PDFs. It said it would. It then told me that it would create a file on my shared drive, send me an email when it was done. Super confusing. I didn't know it could do that. I'm like, are you sure? And it said, yeah, no problem. So it sat, I let it go for a couple of hours because it said it's going to take a couple hours. A couple hours later, no email. I check in, I say, hey, Bard, did you send that email yet? And it's like, nope, I'll do it right now. Sorry, I forgot. Check, there's no email. I'm like, Bard, I didn't get an email. And it's like, sorry, I can't send emails. I'm like, I'm confused. You told me you were doing this. And I did a little copy paste of what it had said to me, and it apologized. But it was so dead sure that it was going to send. It was so weird. If I can dig it up, I'll throw it on the screen over here. Yeah, well, this AI stuff is amazing and weird and strange. Who knows where it's going? Who knows? Well, that's a quick update. That is a quick update. I hope you enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up. Give a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me if you'd like to hear more or if this is what you'd like me to do. Yeah, please, I'd love to hear from you down there. All right, thanks everybody. Woohoo! Keep on scrumming in the fast lane. Cheers.